Hello crocheters, welcome to Crazy Cool Crochet, and in this project we are working on a kitchen dishcloth and towel, and the colors I chose are I love this cotton in Ivory from Hobby Lobby and in Denim Blue. And of course we're going with cotton because they are dishcloths and kitchen towel. So 100% cotton is just perfect for this project. And the hook is an I or a 5.5 millimeter. And I went with these colors because I was going for a farmhouse look or an old-time tea towel colors. This project is actually perfect for gift giving. This would make a really nice housewarming gift if you make up, say, about 3 of the washcloths and 1 or 2 of the towels. This would be a beautiful housewarming gift. Or even just you're visiting a friend and you want to bring a little something. You know, sometimes we love our crafts so much and we can only make so much for ourselves. So it's really nice when you can come up with something that you can give to a friend for no reason other than, here you go friend, I made you a little something. This is perfect for that. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start out with a chain of 42. And this will render the dishcloth of about an 11 by 11 inch. So if you want to do different sizes, just make sure you start with a chain in a multiple of 2. So this one will be 42 chains. We're going to start with the single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay, so there's the first chain, there's the second chain, single crochet. And you're going to single crochet in each chain all the way across. Insert the hook, yarn over, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over through both loops, and that's a single crochet. So when you get to the end, you will end up with 41 single crochets. Okay, now we're going to enter the last single crochet in the last chain, and that'll be number 41. And then chain 1, turn. Now we're going to start working the cobble stitches. We start with a single crochet into the very first space. And you're working under the 2 strands. Let me show you. Okay, see the 2 strands? See the little, what looks like a chain? When you work your stitches in the row below, it forms what looks like a chain at the top. So you're entering under the 2-strand chain for a single. Now we're going to start the cobble stitch. So we work with triple crochets. Wrap the yarn around twice around the hook. Now we're going to enter under the 2 strands again in the space below. You've got 4 loops on the hook. Pull through the yarn through the first 2 loops, pull through for the second 2 loops, and then pull through for the last 2. That's a triple crochet. Now in the next space, again under the 2 strands, a single crochet. In the next one, the triple. And then a single in the next one. And that is the cobble stitch. So as you can see, it's forming these lumps or bumps or bobbles on the front. Okay, so this side here will be as you're working along, you'll see this will be a flat side. And then the other side is going to be with the cobbles. So then you will continue that across the row. So it's single, triple, single, triple, single. Now you want to work with a little bit more of a tighter tension. If you normally use a looser tension, you want to tighten it up a little bit. If you use a looser tension, it's not going to form the bumps as nicely. They will be more mushy or loose. So you just want to watch your tension with this particular pattern. And of course, we're also using a larger hook than usual, than you would normally use for a number 4 worsted weight. So we want to watch our tension, make sure it's not too loose. One thing I want to remind you of is to watch the video all the way through before you start working on the project. This way you know what's ahead of you. I might offer tips and suggestions along the way that could help you as you're working. So watch the video all the way through first. All right, we're at the last 2 spaces. So we're going to do the triple and then a single in the last one. There's the 2 strands that form the chain. Now single, or chain 1, I should say. Turn. And now we are going to enter a single crochet in each space. So we're going to start with that very first space. And then the next one, there's the 2 strands. So you can see it right in here. Another single. And then a single into that single. And then a single into that bobble. There's the 2 strands. And just keep going. A single in each space, so that you end up with 41 single crochets at the end. And then you will chain 1 and repeat. So you'll be repeating those 2 rows for the entire pattern. Okay, we ended up with the 41 single crochets. Chain 1, turn, and now we'll repeat that bobble row. Okay, so a single in the first space, and then the triple in the next. So like I said before, just follow the same pattern until we change colors. Now I also wanted to remind you, or let you know, that this is also great for those of you who like to sell at craft fairs or even church bazaars, stuff like that, because it works up pretty fast and it doesn't take a lot of yarn. And this is something that would look really, really cute as a set. And people really go for stuff like that. You know, something practical but cute, handmade, in a set that will go with pretty much any kitchen. And of course, you can switch up the colors too. And since we're talking about selling, let me just pitch a little something here that I've got going now. I actually created a course that teaches crocheters, crafters, how to start their own craft business or crochet business online, step by step. And the course is called Step by Step to Serious Crochet Income. Now, even though it's specifically for crochet, it can be used for any topic, really. So I'm going to leave a link in the white space down below, in the description area, where, by the way, you will also find the detail as to exactly how much yarn you will need for this project, and all the particulars are always left in that description area in the white space below. So click where it says show more or a little tiny arrow. It depends on the device that you're using, what it's going to look like. But go ahead and open that up. The written patterns will also be found at my blog, crazycoolcrochet.com. Okay, now we're going to bring in the second color, and we are on row 14, which is the flat side of the ivory. And we're doing the last single crochet, 2 loops on the hook, and I already cut off the yarn. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but we are cutting off the ivory. Okay, so we bring in the denim to complete that last single crochet. That's how we introduce a new color. And then it's pretty seamless. Okay, and then we will chain 1 as we have been and turn. And we continue in the pattern. So single crochet in the first and in each across. So this is row 15. And we're going to do 6 rows of the denim. So we're doing the single crochet row, the cobble stitch row, single crochet, cobble stitch, single crochet. So, oh, well, I've got your attention. Oh, I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. I'm so glad I finally remembered. I want to introduce you guys to another YouTuber, and his name is John. And he's got a channel called Your Beautiful Table. And he's a fellow crocheter. It's so nice. I want you guys to go over there and take a look. And if you're so inclined, subscribe. He could use some subscribers over there. Now, his channel is about creating beautiful table settings, and he covers plants and flowers, but he's really, really knowledgeable. He's actually quite the expert on candles, and I had no idea there was so much to know about candles. So go on over there, Your Beautiful Table. I will leave a link along with my other links in the description area, so you guys can go over there and take a look. Okay, we finished the last row of the denim. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We end with the single crochets in the denim. We cut off the denim. Now we're going to bring back the ivory, and we complete that last single crochet with the ivory, and then chain 1. You can tighten up the stitches by pulling on these strands a little bit, and then we turn it around, and now we are back to the same pattern with the ivory. So now we are going to finish off the washcloth with the same number of rows that we've got for the ivory over here. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so here we are with the finished dishcloth, and we have 14 rows of the ivory, 5 rows of the denim, and 14 more rows of the ivory. Now I'm going to finish it off right there. Normally I would put a row of single crochet to give it a nice finish, but I actually tried that and I did not like the way it looked, because I ended up, of course, having the ivory going across the denim, and it just did not look good. And it does look perfectly fine, just like this. we're going to go ahead and take care of these in a minute, the tails. So I'm going to suggest leaving it without a final border. And we did finish off with a single crochet row. So now we're going to cut off the yarn. So do a single chain. And actually I'm going to suggest a double chain because this is a dishcloth, so it's going to get some wear and tear. Leave a good sized tail for weaving in. And then pull through and then squeeze this down so it forms a good tight knot. Okay. Now, to weave in the ends, I'm going to show you with the blue. So bring in your tapestry needle, your yarn needle, insert the yarn. And again, because this is going to get some wear and tear, you want to make sure that you are weaving in the ends real good so that it doesn't come apart. Okay, so I suggest going in and out, several strands, of course, as you normally do. And then going back up the opposite direction. So you can see it blends right in. And then back down a couple more times, just to be extra careful. And I like to finish it off with a knot. And then tie it off. And there you go. Okay, so just go ahead and weave in all the ends, and then you'll be done. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the kitchen towel, which is the same exact pattern, except larger, of course, and then we're going to do the stripe a little bit different. We're going to do one towards the bottom and one towards the top. And here is the matching towel. The towel measures 15 by 18, and it's got the stripe at the bottom and at the top. And I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I really, really like this as a gift especially. So if you were to do 2 of the washcloths and 2 of the towels, I think that would make a beautiful housewarming gift. Okay, now the way we did the towel is we started with a chain of 52, so then we ended up with the rows with 51 stitches. We did 6 rows of the ivory, 5 of the denim, just like we did for the washcloth, then 35 rows of the ivory, 5 rows again of the denim, and then 6 rows to finish off. And we end with a single crochet row. Now with the ivory, since we finish with a single crochet of the denim, then we start the ivory with the cobble stitch. And then when we introduce the denim over here, again we start with the single crochets of the denim. And then we finish with the single crochet of the denim, so then you start with the cobble stitch of the ivory. That's it. There you go. A beautiful, easy, fun project.